Good morning and welcome to the department of Mayenne here in central France. Somewhere I've been to before. Behind me is the village of Sainte-Suzanne. Now, if this is the first time coming along, then please subscribe and click on the notification bell up there to get a notification of when I'm uploading new videos every Friday, 6 o'clock Central European time in the evening. So today I'm concentrating on Mayenne. I've got a few ruined castles to do, cathedral or two, and all sorts of other stuff that's coming up. And amazingly enough, there's actually another photographer here. I cannot believe it that there's another photographer. I never see any other photographers when I'm around, but I've met a really nice guy this morning I've been chatting to, who's from the town of Laval. So I'm going to his town later on, or city, and to go and see what it is I can do there. But there's a lot coming up today, as I said. What I really wanted this morning was some mist around the village there of Sainte-Suzanne, but it's not to be. But sun's coming up, so I'm just waiting for the sun to hit a bit more than it is to get a lot more side light on the castle, or backlighting in this case. But anyway, let's get going with the department of Mayenne. I've driven about 30 minutes or so from Sainte-Suzanne, and I've come to this place. It's a ruined castle, as you can see, the Chateau de Corsiere, I think it is. So I don't know much about it at all, but what I did actually get was when I arrived here, is the owner was here, and so I was able to quickly ask him, is it okay to photograph this? Yes, but you are on private property. But it's okay, you can take your photos. However, what he did say to me is if you ever do want to come here as the public in September across the whole of France, what normally happens over a particular weekend, it's either the first or second weekend of September, is there is something called the Journée de Patrimoine, the Heritage Days, where over a weekend you can visit normally private properties such as this place for free. So he said to me, in September this place is actually open to the public. Something I'm also going to start doing is introducing this into some of my shots. Now, a while ago, Spider actually sent me this along with a few other bits and pieces to test out and then present to you to show you how it is that this could actually improve your processing. Now, they're not sponsoring this. Basically, they've just given it to me and basically said, go nuts with it, see what you can do with it, see what you think. So what it's going to be doing is helping with the white balance and making sure, as you should know when I'm doing my images, I'm trying to make the images look as natural as possible, as good as they are, is that we're going to use this and then see how we get on actually placing this within a photo and going, right, what's the really nice white balance we can get. So on here we've basically got a mid-grey, we've got a white and then black as well. So I'm going to take a picture of me with this, and then hopefully what will happen is we can then start grading the images properly and seeing how it is they look. So we'll see how this actually works. I've come to the city of Mayenne, in the department of Mayenne, and I've come here just because there's two things that I did this morning which didn't quite work out. So there was a castle that I really wanted to photograph, but where the position of the castle was, there's a small lake, so you get a nice reflection of the castle in the lake. But every metre was a fisherman around the entire circumference of the lake. So I had to knock it on the head. I then went to a ruined castle, which I'm actually going to go back to later on, because I've seen that it's probably better in the afternoon to actually get this particular castle. So I'm going to do something very unusual for me, which is to basically say, it's not right now, it's actually further north than where I am, and then I'm going to go down to south and then go back up again to then go back down. Not usually what I do. I try to figure out a circuit whereby, for example, everything sort of works from morning going round into the morning, afternoon, then circling back round again. So I try to make a logical kind of route for any day that I'm doing. But in any case, I've come here to this beautiful church here in Mayenne. It looks definitely Gothic from the architecture, certainly when you look outside. If you've ever been to Brittany, there seems to be that sort of same sort of characteristic style. We're not in Brittany, but we're getting near to it, so you can see the same kind of characteristic style you get there on the outside, but in here, I mean, it's beautiful. It's smallish, kind of squat church in some respects, very high in some respects. It's painted at the back, although it looks kind of new, the painting up there. But it's looking really nice in here. Tilt shift, of course. Now, I have taken my spider gadget. I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now, but the white balance tool. And I think it's just called the cube. It's a cube, so I think it's just called the spider cube. And I had to do it long exposure with me, 6 seconds. But you can see the cube, and what I'm hoping is that there's enough in there that I can get a good white balance off it to see the difference between the auto white balance on the interior and the white balance with the cube, just to see what it does. I need to find a way to actually attach it to something so that it can be there fixed in a position so that it gets a proper white balance and just get it a lot more better than I am at the moment. But I'm going to keep using it and see what it does, and just go back to spider as well and say, by the way, this is what I'm doing, and so you know that I am actually now starting to get into the swing of using the thing after having it for a few months and not remembering to take it out with me. In any case, just enjoy some pictures of, I think it's Notre Dame, there's something or other, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, at this particular church, but just enjoy this beautiful church here in Mayenne. It's the middle of the day, as you can see, the sun's beating right down on me, and I've come to a location not just because of what it is, it's actually because of what it could be. What do I mean by that? Well, what I'm thinking is, with what I have in front of me, I'm wondering whether in the summer, when there's a nice clear sky at night, that actually the direction I'm facing right now, that the Milky Way should be arcing above the standing stone that's in front of the camera. And I'm thinking, do you know what, this could actually look really nice. So I've checked the light pollution map on my phone, and it seems to be around, on the Bolton scale, 3 or 4. It's kind of a bit on the edge. That way is the city of Laval. I don't know how much difference that's going to make, because I'm not going to be facing that way, I'm going to be facing that way. That way is basically open countryside. There's a farm there. I can see there's potentially a castle on the hill, an old chateau by the looks of it, but that's it. It's pretty rural out here. So what I'm hoping is that this could look actually really nice. Now, I do actually have a star tracker, which I haven't yet familiarised myself yet, but I'm going to be, over the next couple of months, trialling it myself, not vlogging it or anything like that, just getting used to what it is that I should be doing with it, because I think that this could look really nice as an astro shot. I also need to figure out as well how I'm going to be layering images, because I do, from what I understand, doing some of these astro shots, is that you can be layering image over image to get rid of a lot of the noise. So I need to look into that. I need to familiarise myself with the techniques of astrophotography. It's not really my bag at the moment, but I'm starting to build a list actually of lots of different things that I'm seeing in central rural France that actually could be really nice astro shots. This standing stone, I think, actually could be one of them, just because of the height of it, and it's basically going straight up. I'm thinking if I could get it so the Milky Way goes straight down into the standing stone, that could look absolutely awesome. But in any case, let's just turn the camera around and I'll show you what it is that I mean, what I'm talking about. And there is the said standing stone. It does have a name which escapes me at the moment, but as you can see, basically this direction, that way, that's southeast. What am I hoping for? The Milky Way arcing off there, either in a vertical, probably vertical shot, or landscape orientation. We will see. At the moment I'm liking it, just a nice cloud, because not for this location, but from where I was this morning, it's Saint Suzanne. What I want to do is go back there for sunset. What I'm hoping is the cloud won't have built up too much, and I can actually get a really nice sunset at Saint Suzanne. We shall see, but here you go. There's a nice standing stone in the middle of the French countryside. So hopefully, as I said, come back in, I think it's June, when the Milky Way should be up, and then it will look really, really nice. I think it's not that far from home either. So we shall see how it goes, but definitely got some plans for this place. Earlier on I spoke about a castle that I wanted to get to this morning, but it didn't kind of work out. Well, that's one of them. The other one that I want to do, there's still actually people around the lake in front of it, which is a little bit of a frustration. What's this thing called? Can't remember, to be honest. Just how it goes, you know, I've got it marked on a map, I know where it is, there is a sign somewhere, not actually here, strange enough, saying what it is, but as you can see, it's a beautiful looking castle. Now, as you can see as well, the cloud has come in, and I was very, very lucky. I got one shot, which is the shot I kind of really needed, and then suddenly the light just went gone. But I'd been waiting for maybe 20 minutes or so to actually get it, so I'm happy that I've got something. But the thing is, for me, it's always not just, for example, getting what might be a keeper, but it's also, for example, getting to know somewhere and going, is that somewhere I'd like to come back to? Actually, I'd like to come back here in better weather. And also thinking, well, would this work, for example, I think this would work in summer sunrise, so it's kind of facing almost, that's north face, so summer sunrise over that way would be really nice. Now, just next to it, there's actually a farmhouse, which you can't see in the picture, but that's fine. The nice thing is it's freely accessible to actually stand where I am. It's obviously, I guess, private property, but people are allowed to walk around here. There's a public footpath. This is what you get sometimes in France with these old buildings. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. But as I said, I can't tell you the name, not because I don't want to, it's just because I can't remember what the thing is. But in any case, just enjoy this beautiful, I guess, old medieval castle here in the department of Mayenne. I'm back at the overlook for the village of Sainte-Suzanne, and it's looking stupendous. I'm just waiting for the sun to drop down from beneath the clouds there, and it's going to look absolutely amazing. It's just going to hit the village just like that, and I'm going to get some really nice side light on the village. So sun sets in what, I think it's about half an hour or so, and I think there's enough break in the cloud that when that sun hits the horizon, the clouds are just going to go absolutely crazy colours. What am I going to get? I don't know, but I think tonight's going to be one heck of a sunset that's going on, the best sunset that I've seen in a long time, which is excellent. So I'm just going to see what it is that I can get. As you can see, the sun's coming, so I've got to wrap up this segment and I'm going to get my shot and then I'm going to finish up. But I think it's going to be a really, really nice end to the day here in the department of Mayenne. Well, folks, that's it for this week, for another episode of Exploring France, landscape photography, and just getting out there and exploring beautiful places like this here in central France, and this place being Sainte-Suzanne, the department of Mayenne. How can you not just look at somewhere like this and just think it's absolutely stunning? It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful place, and certainly now at this time of year, at the end of the day, it's just looking amazing. What's it going to do when the sun actually goes down behind the horizon? I don't know, but looking up in the sky, there's bits and pieces of pink, but will it go pink or anything? I don't know. We will see, but it won't take very long. It'll probably take another 10 minutes or so, and then see if it will do any magic or not. But that's what this is all about. This is what my job is about. This is my full-time professional job, so I'm not out here creating YouTube videos just being a YouTuber. This is what you're seeing is my day-to-day work. You're not seeing everything that I do, but I do hope that what you do see, the small glimpse into the life of a full-time landscape and travel photographer. I hope you are enjoying what it is you're seeing. If you are, don't forget, subscribe down there, click on the notification bell for all new releases, which is every Friday at 6 o'clock Central European time in the evening. Thanks again, folks. It's really appreciated. You stay safe out there, okay? I'll see you again sometime, somewhere next week in central France for another YouTube vlog on central France. Take it easy. Goodbye.